Alright guys, so here's the Voge 900 DSX. Just bought it. I just made like 200 kilometers. And what to say, Chinese bike. I used to ride, BMWs, KTMs, so generally the bikes that you consider higher quality. And I have to say, this is good in a sense. The components, the engine is a BMW, Brembo brakes, so it's good. But the whole thing, when you put it together, that's where you start feeling sort of the discount relative to other bikes. I ride also a BMW 1250 R, and it's probably 50 kg heavier than this one, and it's much more manageable in terms of the dynamic weight. So when you start going, the BMW, you can really like twist it, turn it super easily. This one, I think they didn't really plan or manage very well the weight distribution. You can really feel the top heavy, especially I think the tank is very high, right? And it's really, as soon as you start to get speed where the bike has inertia, it starts to really be difficult to move it. So yeah, a bit disappointed there, especially a bike like this, right, where typically you can carry a lot of weight but still have them manageable. This one, I believe that if I have a passenger, if I start putting some weights here with the additional bags, it can really be difficult to lean this bike, especially at speed. So it can become also dangerous, right? Because this means that any time that you hit the brakes, this bike always wants to go back up, right? So it's a very stable bike if you just want to go straight, high speed. But if you start wanting to do turns and all that, I think this bike is where is not really shining. For the rest, I think it's pretty good in terms of accessories and features. I really like that the radar here seems to be working very well, so I can get the signal of the blind spot here, and also whenever, this is a very interesting one, whenever someone is approaching from the back at relatively higher speed, the sort of directional lights, they start blinking, just to show that you are there. So it's quite interesting. Muffler, I really hate this whole pack here. It just kills the sound of the bike. Like it's almost like you cannot hear it. And so looking forward, I ordered sort of a connection pipe where I would dismount this whole catalytic converter, and then there's going to be just a straight pipe that goes here. And the sound should come back. Why? Because interesting thing about this bike is that it's basically an open muffler, which is a very rare thing for new bikes, right? Basically, you already have a muffler that is open. You put the catalytic, you remove the catalytic converter, you add the pipe, and the sound should be coming back, which is basically giving the soul back to this bike. Another thing that I really like is suspensions. I think they really did a good job. It's gonna rain soon, so I might have to leave. But KYB back in, I'm not sure at the back if there is a KYB, fully adjustable, right? Over here and over here, compression and also return. And it's amazing. Yeah, they really work well. You can go high speed with bumpy roads. You can really cruise very easily. Cruise control, that's nice because it also works at low speed. So you can basically have cruise control like at 30 kilometers per hour, which is quite handy, right? Easy to engage, etc. Brakes, although the sort of brand is good, I would say not so powerful, meaning that you really need to squeeze the brake over here. Disappointed about the clutch. Clutch is a very clunky, not very smooth. The lever also, you see, it doesn't have a return, right? So I think very low quality stuff here. And the quick shifter, when it goes up, it's amazing, super smooth. I like it. To shift downwards, it's really unusable. You really basically need to kick very strong the lever to, get it to go lower here. So I almost end up every time using the clutch to change gear when I'm pulling down the gear, because otherwise it's really unusable. But overall, yeah, I mean, listen, you get what you pay for, right? I think within that price range, it's one of the best, right? By the way, let me show you the switch on and how the muffler sounds. So as I said, not really, very muted sound. You can hear more the engine, right? And the throttle is not very responsive, so that's also another thing I don't really like. See how peace.